forget the check is in the mail, right? If you got direct deposit, you got your cash this morning. Most Americans from the federal government, for every child in your house, 17 and under. In fact, 35 million households received these cash payments. This is the new child tax credit. Now, for many, the money hit just in a nick of time, right? That's how some of these things work. But the question is, what's the true cost going to be for these programs, particularly if they're instated forever, if they become permanent entitlements? I'm going to bring in from Walser, from Wealth Manager, Rebecca Walser. And Rebecca, I've had these conversations in the past, particularly this year. There is a major push to make this a permanent program. I mean, it will begin, it's in the new $3.5 trillion plan. It would be a $450 billion out to 2025. We know from there it would be an untouchable entitlement. My focus is on the cost of people who get these benefits and never go into the workforce, never develop or nurture a dream to be something maybe bigger, particularly being here in the greatest country in the world, not developing gifts that they're born with. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I agree with Hillary's lead-in that you just had. I mean, 40% increase in labor, and excuse my voice, Charles, I'm a little sick here, but 40% increase in labor costs for medium and small businesses is completely not workable. It's just not workable. And what the government has done is really set themselves up as another employer. Okay, well, we'll give you extra money if you're unemployed. We'll now give you $300 a month per child under 17 for nothing necessarily. And, when you start having so much government aid automated, you start to set up a class of people that do the calculations and say, I should never work. And while that's true at the initial stages of your career, you advance, you grow to bigger and bigger jobs that the government will never be able to replace. And so what will it do, Charles? It will give us a whole class of people that never reach their potential because they basically never took the action to go and find a career.
Now, we're already seeing it. Morning Consult had a poll. They did some kind of survey, and they found 1.8 million people turned down jobs. And a large part of that was the federal unemployment insurance. Now, some are saying, the children, child care. What happens when all the federal money fades? When kids are back in school and some of these other reasons people are saying they're turning down jobs, when all of that's gone, I don't believe we're going to snap back to 100% people getting back into the workforce.
We have a non-returner problem. We have people that have left because of the virus and they're not returning. And it's pushing the cost of labor and wages up beyond suspension. So this is really what's happening, Charles. You could literally see the demise of small and medium-sized businesses that can't afford to pay this inflated wage labor. And that's bad for all of us, because although corporations are huge in this country, the economic engine of growth is small and medium-sized businesses. It always has been.
Yeah, once you start putting your finger on the scale as the government, you skew everything. Exactly. It's got a ripple effect, to your point, Rebecca. Thank you very much. Great seeing you, folks. We'll be right back.